On this channel, we love to run numbers for people. Channel's called Million Dollars Made Easy. We just have you put your numbers in the comment section, and I will run them for you. This case, we have an individual who's entering retirement. They have 820,000 in their nest egg, 820,000, and after their Social Security, they have a monthly expense. They need like $3,750 a month. That's what they'd like to have for uh, to meet their expenses, which would be a 5.49% withdrawal rate. That's a little bit more than the 4%, but a lot less than the 8% that Dave Ramsey recommended. So let's run the numbers here and see where they might be after 100 years of data, looking at what the S&P 500 has done. So we're updating this. There's one thing I forgot to do. Let's see how this works out. I also want to give them a 2% COLA. Let's do 3% because we don't know what is going to happen with inflation. So we're going to see how many times the last 100 years you'd run out of money. Okay, and this is a 20-year period. This is a 30-year period. 20-year period, 7 times you would have run out of money. And 4 of those were in the Depression years. In fact, you'd run out of money in less than 10 years in 1929. You'll see it right here. See the numbers right there, you're running out of money. Now, nobody would leave all their money in the S&P 500. They would put some over in another account, a bucket approach they call it. So we're going to put 70-30. 70 will leave in the S&P 500 so it can grow, and we'll put 30% over in a cash reserve account, and we'll say that's getting 3%. So let's see if that makes much difference. It's not going to make much difference in 1929 because of the sequence of return risk. They got hit with 4 down years right off the bat. It just knocked these amounts down so bad that they just couldn't come back. Even when the returns got like this, there was no longer any money left to accumulate because the money's gone. But that's 1929. Look at some of these other years. 1924, you got all kinds of money left after 20, 25, and 30 years. Let's just go and look at the graph here. These are the returns. There's 4 of them in around 1929 you'd run out of money, and there's 3 around the year 2000. We haven't looked at 2000 yet. That was also 3 down years. So let's go ahead and look at that. Again, they call this a sequence of return risk. When you first retire, you start getting 2 and 3 and 4 down years. They can really run you out of money in a hurry. So here's the year 2000. You had 3 down years, even though you're not taking this money out of the cash reserve account, out of the stock market, which is a good thing not to do, but have a cash reserve account. But even with that, it was just too problematic so that you would have run out of money in the year 16 or so, year 17 or so. 1999, I don't think was much better, a little bit better. It still didn't last 20 years. And the year after that, 2001, running out of money. Why? Because you got these down years, and then this one didn't help any. This was the biggie, minus 37. So I just wanted to run the numbers, but I also want to show you just how many times in the last 100 years, 7 of those would have been bad with that scenario, but look at all the rest of these. Remember, starting with 820,000, he's got 2 million, 4 million, 6 million. I mean, if I pick any of the other years, like 1995, there was such a good stretch there of up years before the down years hit. But look at the kind of money you'd have after 15, 20, 25 years. We can pick a lot of other years. 1980. I mean, look at these. After 20 years, you have 8 million. At that point, you could be taking out 5,000 a month. 5,000 a month, and your money's not going to run out. In fact, let's just run it at 5,000 a month, just out of curiosity, because that's 7.32%. Let's see how many times you would have run out of money. We're getting way close to that 8% rule. Yeah, we're just way too many. 22 times, and you've got a lot of these run out of money. Down in here, you run out of money, and down in here, you run out of money. So you really can't take 5,000 out, at least initially. But if you ever run like, let's just pick another year, 1984, and after 10 and 15 years, you're up to these kind of amounts, you can go ahead and redo these numbers with this amount right over here. If you have $4 million and you put it over here, yeah, you could take out 5,000 a month. It all depends on what's happening those initial years. If they're down years, you got to really watch how much you take out. But if you have some really good years beginning, then you can take out a lot more than this 3750. That's what we do on this channel. We run numbers for people. Just put them in the comments. I'll run whatever numbers you want. And please consider subscribing to this channel. Tell your friends about it. I'll run numbers for them too. And people can learn from your numbers. So thanks for watching.